That's a tough pill to swallow. As the Leafs lose 5-3 to the L.A Kings now, right off the bat, guys. I don't want to hear people say on Twitter and all over the place, they're on a second half of the back-to-back, McElhinney's in net, no one expected them to win. Okay, I agree. We knew it was going to be difficult. However, we expected their heads to be in the game. What do I mean by that? Well, let's have a chat about this. Leafs were down 5-0 in the second period. 3 goals they scored. I mean, Austin Matthews got a penalty shot. Morgan Riley, he scored one really late in the second period. And then the Leafs, Connor Brown scored one in that third period to make it a 5-3 game. And Austin Matthews actually had a penalty shot later in the game with 1:19 to go. That could have made it a 1-goal game with still 1:19 left. You never know, but he can't score, and that was that. They dug themselves a big hole. And I'm not going to blame McElhinney one bit. You know why? Let's break these things down. Okay, so the first goal. Yeah, it happened 2:34 in. Leafs win the faceoff. Not Austin Matthews. Jake Gardiner. Very different. Back skating because not sure why. Oh, he blows a tire. Oh, there he goes. And doesn't try and play the puck and get it out. He just sits there and tries to get up as the puck's sitting there. Now, Amadio, I think that's how you say his name, comes down and scores. So Jake Gardiner's not, he falls. Okay, it happens. But you got to think to yourself, I'm on my rear end. There's a guy coming at me. The puck's right there. I got to get this thing out of the way. I got to get this thing out of here. But no, Jake Gardiner decides just to leave the puck, let their guy pick it up, and the guy comes down and he scores. No sense of urgency from Jake Gardiner. I mean, when does he show a sense of urgency? And the Leafs down 1-0 early. Next up on the power play, Mike Camilleri scores. The Leafs leave this guy wide open on the far side. Wide open. I think that was this goal. But I remember another one. I think it was the third one. It was the third one. Nazem Kadri has 3 opportunities to clear the puck out of the zone. And the first one was extremely dangerous. I'm not sure why he was trying it. Behind the net, there's a guy coming at him. What does he decide to do? Instead of going around the boards, fired up the boards to find a guy, or even go around the boards yourself, he decides to go right in front of the goalie. He loses it. They don't score there. On the, I think it was the right side of the boards, he tries to chip it off the boards, hits the stanchion, they keep the puck in. A couple seconds later, Kadri has it on the other side. He decides to try and chip it off the boards. Doesn't get enough wood on it, or whatever you want, composite, fiberglass, whatever the heck you want to call it. And they keep it in, and then they score. Kadri, you got to get that puck out of your zone. I don't care what it takes. The first time, that was a bonehead mistake. The second time, it was rough. But the third time, you got to get that puck out. You had 3 opportunities to clear the puck. You don't. Oh, the second goal, Ron Hainsey. I love what he's done for the team this year. But put some muscle into your pass. Kind of flutters on it, doesn't get anything on it, and turns the puck over and they score. 3 bonehead mistakes cost the Leafs the first 3 goals of this game, and they're down 3-0 in the first period. Think about it. Kadri gets that puck out. Jake Gardiner, I wouldn't say he blows a tire, but actually plays the puck to the corner or keeps it in his body so it's difficult and helps his team get back. And if Kadri gets the puck out and Ron Hainsey actually puts some muscle into it, I'm not saying it would have been no goals, but those goals would not have happened. And then we go to the second period. Tyler Toffoli on a power play. I mean, he was wide open backdoor again on the power play. And then Tyler Toffoli crashes the net. No one's trying to clear him out. Not a chance. He finds a way to pot it in. It's 5-0. The Leafs defense in the first period. God awful. The Leafs actually showed a lot of fight in the second period. 14-7 in shots, but you give up 2 quality chances, and they bury them. And at that point, even in the first period, I'm thinking to myself, okay, the Leafs are down 3-0, and they are facing Jonathan Quick, who makes a couple ridiculous saves. One on Zach Hyman and one on someone else. I forgot who it was. And, you could easily have a 3-2 game there, but instead, he makes the big saves, and you have to score 3 on Jonathan Quick. And then you give up 2 more in the second period. It's 5-0. At this point, it's over. And the Leafs actually, like I said, they show some fight. They get a penalty shot from Matthews. He does a nice little move to beat Jonathan Quick. Morgan Riley finds a way to score. It's a 5-2 game. Then, 5-3 as Connor Brown scores one. Still 12 minutes left. It's a 2-goal game. What the heck? We get later on. I think it's about 6 minutes to go. Hyman takes a holding penalty. That hurts, because any momentum the Leafs had, gone. And it wasn't even the penalty that hurt. It was the 1.5 to 2 minutes afterwards that the L.A. Kings was hemming the Leafs in their own zone, couldn't do anything. The Leafs showed a lot of fight, but just some really bonehead mistakes. It's not like we're the Raptors and we're in Denver, Mile High City, and your head's a whole mess. I understand it's a back-to-back, so physically, you're tired. But mentally, no. There's no excuse for that. The Leafs defensively in the first 2 periods, and even parts of the third, were awful. McElhinney, I thought he played solid. He had no chances. Well, I mean, no chances. The first goal, yeah, he possibly saved it, but the play shouldn't have happened. And I'm not just going to blame Jake Gardiner. I mean, I don't like the guy. There was one play. I mean, I think it was later, when we were trying to get a goal. I think we had an empty net. I watched this. I pinpoint this because I'm like, Jake Gardiner's the type of player where you either say, "Oh, that's a great play, Jake, attaboy," or "What the heck are you thinking?" There's no in between with him. And with like 1.5 minutes left, 2 minutes left, the Leafs are trying to get into the zone with an empty net. So the Jake on the far side fires it over to the boards, where not a single Leafs jersey is sitting. And an L.A. Kings guy slaps it, takes a slap shot from about center ice, misses the net, but what was he thinking? Well, I'm just going to fire it over into this corner. There's going to be someone there. Well, no. Shouldn't you look first? He had an empty net. I think you got to make sure of your passes. But, like I said, I can't just blame Jake. The whole team in the first period were just, they look lost. They look like the Raptors did yesterday. The last 2 games, like Raptors and Leafs, oh my goodness. I just wanted to get back to normal time zones because, my goodness, I missed 7 o'clock puck drop because seeing a 5-0 game and knowing I have to upload a video past 1 a.m. when I work in the morning, it stinks. But like I said, I can't blame McElhinney. He was okay. And I'm not going to hear the whole, "Oh, they were tired" bit. Well, yeah, they were tired. But they were stupid, too. So you look at it, like, you got to look at it from that standpoint. They don't make some of those bonehead mistakes. They're right in the game. But instead, they make those mistakes, and good teams, like the L.A. Kings, make you pay. That's that. All right? So next up for the Leafs, the final game of this stupid road trip, Saturday night in St. Louis. It ain't getting much easier. The St. Louis Blues are 10-3-1. If you're looking at a positive, we have a day off, and Freddie Anderson's back in the lineup. And if I'm not, probably, you're going to see the guys from last game against Anaheim. You're probably going to see those guys in the lineup. You'll probably see Connor Carrick in the lineup instead of Polak, and you'll probably see Levo instead of Kapanen. That's probably what you're going to see on Saturday night. But man, can we please go 2-2 on this road trip? I mean, that's desperate. But the St. Louis Blues are a darn good team. 7 o'clock puck drop. So it's normal time. Thank goodness. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I mean, you look at this game and you're like, come on. Hit the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Do you guys agree with me on the whole mistakes factor? I mean, let me know what you guys thought about that. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Raptors edition, as they're in Utah in their final game of their road trip. Before they come back home to take on the Washington Wizards, I will be at that game. So, just a little heads up there. They look to win. They look to get a dub and come back after that miserable game against Denver. And for the Leafs, they play Saturday, as we've been saying here. Saturday against St. Louis Blues in St. Louis, 7 p.m. puck drop on Hockey Night in Canada. Looks like Freddie Anderson, Jake Allen. Look, if the Leafs can end off this road trip on a high note and get a win, they can come home and Monday face Vegas. They need to get a win in St. Louis because I can't stand any more losing like this. It's brutal. Giving up 5 goals every game, it sucks. So we'll talk to you guys then, hoping for a Leafs win, and just please let's try and defend. We'll talk to you guys then.